Have you ever heard anyone say that they can play by ear? This is a really common term that gets thrown around, but what does playing by ear actually mean? I hear this all the time as a guitar instructor, but when people say they play by ear, really they don't actually play by ear. Most people think playing by ear looks like this. This is something that is called trial and error. And trial and error is not a bad thing. It's going to be something that's a part of your ear training in some facet. It's just as you get better and better, this gets limited. Trial and error is where you hear something and you figure it out with the aid of the guitar. Now there's some pros to this. It allows you to start figuring out songs very quickly. It can allow you to get your fretboard knowledge down a little bit more, knowing where the notes are and how to find things quickly. But there are some cons. This can take a really long time to figure out songs and to figure out what to play. And it's very inconsistent and frustrating. Some days you're able to figure things out very quickly, but when the song or the solos are more difficult, it can take a lot longer and you can get caught up just on one note or one chord trying to figure out what that is for like 30 minutes. Playing by ear really boils down to three different things. One is you know what's happening in the music without the aid of your guitar. This means that you can just listen to music and you already know what to play before you even pick up your guitar. This will save you a ton of time and makes playing guitar way more fun. Number two is this allows you to be able to know what notes are going to sound like before you play them. So this doesn't involve transcribing, because transcribing you actually have to hear it first and then know what's going on. But when you're improvising, you want to be able to know what the notes, the intervals are going to sound like before you actually play them. So just because you're playing in key doesn't mean it's going to be the perfect note to play. So when you're doing this, let's say I'm in A minor here. If I go to this one and then I go to the flat 3 here, knowing how that is going to sound before you play it is key to becoming a great improviser and a great musician overall. And then number 3, you not only know what they sound like, but you know what they feel like. Every interval, every chord, you know the feeling of it. This will allow you to be able to listen to music in like HD and get a lot more out of it. It'll make you a better songwriter, a better improviser. It will improve every single aspect of your playing. So now we know the difference between trial and error and playing by ear. How do you actually train your ear to be able to play by ear? Well, it doesn't involve listening to ear training quizzes over and over. It doesn't involve relating songs to intervals, all these common ways of training your ear. It all comes down to singing. Singing is the absolute best way to train your ear, and you do not have to be a good singer. But a great place to start is just by singing the intervals. Pick any major scale you want to and just try to sing the different ones. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, and so on. Be able to sing them in any order, and this will go a long way. I even have a free video on my top 5 easiest ear training exercises. I put a link in the description below if you want to check that out. Then we get to how to know what things are going to sound like before you even play them. So the exercise that I just mentioned before, singing intervals, that's going to go a long way to being able to do that. But another thing is put on a backing track and start soloing like you normally would, or playing whatever. But right before you hit a note, try to sing that note. So if I'm in A minor, and then I go here, it's the hover technique. So you just hover over a note, you sing it, and then you play it. And then you play a little longer, you hover over a different one, sing it, and play it. Now the key here though is that you don't want to just hum the notes. You also don't want to sing the notes like G, A. It's most important to know the numbers. You want to sing 1, 4, flat 3, 5, 6. This is really what's going to train your ear. And then lastly, how to feel it. The only way to know how something's going to feel is to actually attach a feeling to it. So what you can do is first go through the major scale. What feelings do you get for the major 2? How would you describe the 3rd? How would you describe the 5th? Comes to chords too. Here's the 1. To the 4. How does that feel like? Give everything a description. Memorize it. Go through the exercise multiple times, and then this will really allow you to start listening to music not just as sound, but as feeling. But I hope you got a lot out of this video. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Have you heard this before? Is this something that you agree with, that you disagree with? Do you have any questions? Let me know in the comments, and I would love to help out. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.